Today, I'm going to rework the Doctor. In my opinion, the Doctor is a great killer. I know there's a lot of people that hate playing against the Doctor, but to me, he's a fun killer to play as and to play against. He's got slow down, anti-loop. He's got good perk variety. You can honestly, you can almost run any perk on him. He could do well with, which makes it run fun to make multiple different builds with him. But the reason I'm doing this rework is because I feel like the developers are too scared to buff a killer like this, because what Doctor is a noob stomper. This killer has a high skill ceiling, but not a high skill floor. So it's easy for a killer that doesn't have quote unquote a lot of skill to just wipe the floor out against survivors that are the same level, basically. But this game's been out for 7 years. Let's be honest. It's perfectly fine slightly buffing this killer. I don't think it'd be too bad. First things first, I want to go into this base kit. The Doctor base kit is getting a yellow discipline add-on. Originally, it's going to be the green, but when you look into these add-ons, yellow will be perfectly fine. His anti-loop is the only one thing in this game that is dependent on survivor ping. You can shock someone, you can do the exact same thing to the exact same survivor, same distance, you charge the exact same time, but someone's Wi-Fi might be slightly better than someone else's, and then that can make the difference between whether you get the hit or not. That's stupid. I've had games where I shocked a survivor at a pallet. They dropped the pallet. I knew they dropped the pallet. I'm already walking around the pallet, but I don't know, they got some negative ping or something. They still hop it. Even though they got shocked, they still hop it. I shocked them during the dropped animation, but they still vote nah. That's tired. I was vexed. But with this add-on, that's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get finessed out of a free hit. But again, when you look into the add-ons, the add-ons that I did is the reason why I didn't give him the green discipline add-on base kit. Alright, but now we're on the add-ons. First things first with the add-ons, I'm not touching the range add-ons or the restraint add-ons. Both of these add-ons are good as they are. I don't want to change them at all, I'm gonna be honest. They do the job done. There's really no problems that I have with either of them. Starting off the Maple Knight. The Maple Knight, what it currently does is it just shows the shock area of your screen. Now, obviously, this add-on is clearly for, survivors that are... Not survivors, for killers that are new to Doctor. But the thing is you can play against bots, or you could just shock the ground. Let's be honest, Doctor's not a hard killer to play at all. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure Doctor's not only killer, because Nurse has a perk like this, but it makes sense on Nurse, because Nurse needs add-on that are bad, let's be honest, because she's just crazy strong. Doctor's not crazy strong, right? For an M1 killer, he is, but in general, he's not crazy strong. So this add-on is just useless for him. So we're gonna give it a new effect. The new effect is the charge time of the shock therapy will decrease by 0.5 seconds, but the recover time for survivors will also decrease by 0.5 seconds. Think of this as the Hillbilly charge add-ons before they got nerfed, but it benefits both. It can benefit both. The survivors will recover faster from the 2.5 second cooldown that they get. Now it'll be 2 seconds. But then obviously you charge it up faster with the recovery time. So yeah. I also do think that once you shock a survivor with this add-on, the survivors should know. They should get told that this add-on's in effect. Because the only way they can tell is if they look at the bottom right, where they get this done. No one's doing that in Chase. Unlike the discipline add-on, which is like a red line, this add-on doesn't tell the survivor unless you tell them. But it's a brown add-on, let's be honest. It shouldn't be too crazy strong, but it's alright. Next is the order class. This class is about the fake pallets that go around the map when you break pallets. It does it automatically for you. You don't need to place it like Freddy. If a survivor is near a pallet, a fake pallet, the remains of the pallet will despawn and it will play Doctor's laugh. For this class, I gave one new effect and one straight up buff. The buff is the static blast is now 6 to 10 seconds. The cooldown without these addons is 1 minute. For a purple, 10 seconds is good. But the Des Think currently 6 seconds for a purple add-on is good. What? Keep in mind, Order doesn't have a green version. So if Order had a green version, it wouldn't have been 6 seconds. But they gave it to purple. Because yellow Order is 4 seconds. So shouldn't purple... Nah, man. It's just weak. This add-on's weak. So we're giving it a new effect. So obviously that's a sharp buff, but onto the new effect. The new effect is when survivors in tier 3, the fake pallets, they always stay up because sometimes they stay down. And the broken remains that's usually there, that the survivors can't tell, it's not there. For tier 3, it's not there. I understand. I think this is perfect. I understand why I don't understand why honestly, this class is useless. I understand why it is useless because he's got his anti-loop. It's not like Freddy that he doesn't get the snare. Like, Doctor basically gets the snares and the pallets with this add-on, right? So obviously you have to make it not strong. But tier 3, I see no problem with this in tier 3. Tier 3, this is crazy. You can't you can't use items in tier 3. With this add-on, you got a slight bonus. It's really not that. I don't think it'd be that crazy anyway. Because if you're in tier 2, you can still tell the difference anyway. But like, yeah. Obviously perks like Winner Opportunity will tell the survivor that it will stand up anyway. So if you see it down, you see it up. If you're on comms, you know those got all enemies necessary, so or whatever. I think this perk is not perk. I think this add-on, this slight add-on buff, perfectly fine. Onto the calm add-ons. This set is usually for impossible skill check build because it increases the tear radius. So Doctor can use perks like Unnerving Presence to make skill checks harder for survivors. The secondary effect, that's what we're going to talk about. What it does, it plays distant illusionary tear radius. I can't lie, I don't remember. I've played against multiple Doctors that run this. I really don't remember the last time Doctors. I don't know. That's just useless. It's just useless. Some people probably forget that exists. I'm gonna be honest. If I ever make a guide to Doctor, I'm gonna ignore this set. Like, the illusionary tear radius is useless. Nobody cares. So the new effect, it will be the Doctor's tear radius will be on the Doctor illusion. It's kind of like the iridescent unpublished manuscript from the Skull Merchant. Since there's a tear radius, you can approach from a different direction and ambush survivors. You can also pair this with the restraint add-on, so you know where the illusions are. And since the illusion is true information, which means the survivor cannot deceive, you know survivors here, that's what the illusion is looking at. So I'm going to approach from this angle, and they're not going to know because the tear radius from the calms add-on is playing on the illusion. Next, onto the discipline add-on. I'm gonna be honest, out of all of these add-ons, the discipline one, this one is my favorite. So what discipline does now is makes the detonation delay shorter for the survivors. The shorter detonation delay is the less time the survivors will have to outplay the Doctor. And the secondary effect is the red light. The Doctor will have a red light that shines on the survivor's back. Now against average survivors, this is okay. But against good survivors, this is so good. Because especially on loops that is hard to see around, at that point, the survivors can't, like, the survivor will struggle to get stunned. They're more likely just gonna, I have to drop this pallet because I won't know. Because I have to drop this pallet because otherwise I won't know. Right. But now, with this new effect, we're gonna make the discipline like the engraving add-ons from Hillbilly or the beast marks from Leatherface. So the add-on is gonna increase the charge time by 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 seconds, but increase the survivor interaction cooldown by the same amount. So basically, you're gonna have a longer charge, but a longer stun. So if you pull it off, obviously, I like these type of add-ons. It allows the killer. You have to understand the Doctor inside and out in order to get this add-on to work perfectly fine. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Want you to tape add-ons. I'm gonna be honest, nobody uses these add-ons. I don't know. I played this game for so long, still don't know no one that uses these add-ons. It's shit. But let's go the scrap tape. The scrap tape basically changes the shot cone into a ring. The main problem is there's a hole in the middle of the ring that won't shock survivors. Imagine you do the best shot play of your life, but you miss because of the middle. No. It's just, that's his stress. So the new effect is the skill check indicator will be random. And what I mean by random is think of the skill check as a clock, right? The skill check always starts at 12, at the earliest 11, but that's it, 12 or 11. with this add-on, the skill checks can be anywhere. Obviously, the developers, they'll have the code in the new skill checks. Make sure like it's balanced so survivors can react to it. You don't want a skill check that starts at 4 and then just instantly travels to 7. You're probably just not going to have enough time. If you blink, you got like a millisecond to hit. That's too fast. Onto the secondary tape add-on. That's the interview tape. This add-on changes it into a straight line. It changes the cone into a straight line. It's better than the scrap tape, but it's harder to hit. And again, why are you using this? One base kit's better. But the new effect is skill checks gonna be fully random. And what I mean is, you can get any skill check. Old Ruin, DS, Skull Merchant skill check, just anywhere, anytime, don't matter. That's the whole point of madness. It's just chaos. It doesn't even make sense. I already made 2 downsides for this add-on. And that is, number 1, the survivors shouldn't know that you have this add-on. And number 2, which I made as a bigger drawback, if it's too strong, because people will pair this with impossible skill check build, make these skill check like Jigsaw pig boxes where they can't be affected by perks. Hex Huntress Lullaby, no. R11 Impressions, no. If it's too strong, then there you go. Now we're on to the finally, it's actually real quick, we're on to the last 2 add-ons, the Iridescent King and Iridescent Queen. These add-ons are kind of, they make me think the most. The King is kind of one note. The Queen is unique, but like, the value it gives, like you don't directly see the value that the Queen gives. That's the reason a lot of people don't run it. So I just gave both of them one new effect. So for the Queen, because technically the Queen has one effect, the secondary effect for the Queen is every time the survivor hits tier 3, they'll lose 5% of the charges of any item they carry. The reason I put this here is because the Doctor has an add-on like Monitor and Abuse. With the scrap tape, he's got an add-on that's like Overcharge. I'm gonna be honest, everyone's forgotten about Overwhelming Presence. So this add-on, it will be like, it'll just fit in so nicely. That's what I think. That's really it. And it's not even that strong. But remember, this is like a bonus effect. And it won't be like, it will lose 5 seconds over time. It's just instant 5 seconds gone. Because remember, the survivors have to snap out at tier 3 as well. But honestly, even though 5% seems little, that's a lot. Especially if it's a med kit. You can fuck up the whole med kit, 5%. They basically have to be forced to hit a great skill check. Which again, against a Doctor, especially for certain build, very hard. Onto the Iridescent Kin. This add-on is basically obviously the kin of add-ons. It's just every side effect from every other add-on. There's nothing really special by itself. So I gave it one new effect, which might be surprising, but I brought back the Obedience add-on. Now for people that don't know, Dota used to have an add-on set called Obedience. This is where the survivors, when they were in tier 3, they was exhausted until they got out of tier 3. The developers, they took Obedience out and they gave us a shit interview tapes. Anyway, that's what we're gonna bring back. I feel that would be cool because this would be like what, the only add-on set that's been taken out but brought back. Like, I don't know. Maybe people can find builds or do something crazy that you can never do before. Well, that's the video. You can write down your own add-ons if you have any better ones. Yeah. Or if you want me to do any add-on rework for, any other killer. Don't ask for Nurse. I don't know. I don't want to know. But yeah. And you subscribe for new videos. That's the video. Thank you for watching.